What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Hi, guys. So, I've been sitting around dealing with the beginnings of seasonal affective disorder. And when I say I've been sitting around, I mean I've literally, I've been doing the bare minimum, just existing. But I continue to watch, inspirational shit. You know, those little reels that they have on Facebook and Instagram now, and my TikTok is pretty much algorithmed out to, if it's not witch related, it is, you know, success driven. And it got me thinking, you're sitting, you're watching all of this stuff about success, but you're not doing anything about it. You're not motivating yourself. You're not, and granted, there's only so much that can be said about, faking it till you make it and pulling yourself out of it, because there was days there that I was sitting and God, I wanted to do more. I wanted to be more, do more, get more done, and I just couldn't. I just could not, for the absolute very life of me. I just could not. I was laying in the bed just crying because I didn't want to be in the bed anymore, and it was so hard. It was so hard to even get out for the things that I absolutely had to. So I'm doing this today because I need to break the cycle. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I've done like nothing. I've started feeling better over the last couple of days, but it's taking me so much longer to get motivated and get moving in my day that I need to make that snap decision. And that's something else that I've noticed is when things are getting the way, okay, I know this is gross, but anybody who has any kind of mental health issue or deals with seasonal affective knows that your hygiene, certain pieces of your hygiene routine start to suffer. And for me, I can tell when a depressive episode is coming because I stop brushing my teeth. Yes, I know that's gross. It's on my days off, so don't worry about if you're seeing me at work, if I brushed my teeth or not, because I did. Um, I know that's gross, but that's my trigger. That's my not my trigger. That's my alert. When I think back and through the day and I realize that I haven't done it, obviously I go do it, but it's when I forget to. It's like something is snapped. I don't do it. It's not, because I'm disgusting. It's because when you go through depressive episodes, um, it's hard to look at the things that you do for your hygiene as self-care, because a lot of it has to do with you do it because of other people, in our mind, I guess. And it almost becomes a chore instead of self-care. And when something feels like a chore when you're going through a depressive episode, it's going to be one of the first things that you neglect to do. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's healthy, but I'm saying it's okay. It is okay. Because you can get back into it. Sometimes you need to take a couple of days where you lay in your bed and you don't take a shower. But on that day, that very first day when you feel better, get your butt up, throw those sheets into the wash, throw yourself into the shower, and just reset, because it is okay. It is okay to not be okay. I don't care who tells you differently, because sometimes you just need to take that time. And once you've taken that time, then you get back to doing what you need to do. You get back to being who you need to be, who you are. Because these moments are fleeting. And if ever they become not fleeting, if ever they become something that's lasting longer than 3 or 4 days, talk to someone. Talk to someone immediately, because you don't want to let yourself fall into a routine of falling out of a routine, if that makes sense. And I want every single one of you to know that if you're still here watching, if you're still part of this, whatever it is that I'm doing here with this channel, I want to say thank you. I thank you so very much, because knowing that I have this outlet, knowing that I can kind of, pass on some of the things that I'm learning, even as I'm learning them, it's given me another purpose. Now, my toddler definitely gives me enough purpose for everything. But even on the days that I feel like this, I keep him alive. And it's not fair to him, but with the weather getting colder, him and his clothing aversion, he doesn't want to put on his warm clothes. So we're stuck together in the house. He hates it. I don't understand how the kid has 1,000,006 toys, but we find our little ways to coexist on the days that I'm feeling like not 100%. But I will say this. He has a sense about it. He does know the days that I'm not feeling my best, and it breaks my heart a little bit that he's recognized this, because he asked me yesterday, "Mommy, are you sick?" And I said, "No, Mommy just doesn't feel good. Mommy, do you need me to take you to the hospital?" And as cute as that is, I don't want him seeing me like that. And I'm sure that there's others of you out there who don't want certain other people seeing you like that. But your kids especially, you don't want them to see you like that, because you don't want them to see you weak. And it's not one of those things where you can just wash your face and you feel better. I thankfully have some pretty good support. And I say that term very loosely, because, I can just stick my kid on his iPad as well. But, there is more being done to it than that. I don't want to completely seem like I am downplaying the help that I get. There are days where there is so much more support than just stick the kid on the iPad. But hey, on days when you feel like shit, if that's all you do with your kid, you keep them alive, you feed them, and you stick them on an iPad, hey, so be it. Because you know what? You can't pour from an empty cup. And if you're sitting there feeling empty on the inside because of the way that your mental calibration is, that's what you need to do. Okay? And don't feel any shame in that. Do not feel any shame in that, because you'll be able to get up again tomorrow and try again. Now, I know that a lot of other, we sit here and we talk about tomorrow isn't promised. Well, you still got to hope for tomorrow. You can't just put in for today and then hope, and then just, tomorrow's not coming. Like, that's not what we're doing here. We hope for tomorrow. We absolutely hope for tomorrow. We hope for tomorrow because we hope that we can make tomorrow better than it was today. But then there is something to also be said about hoping to do the best you can today, even when you feel like gross. Like I've said, I was struggling to get out of bed to do the basic necessities, like even just to get up out of bed to go to the bathroom. I was like mad that I had to do that, because it's as soon as you get comfortable that you have to go to the bathroom. I mean, normal people feel this, like this is like just before you're about to fall asleep. Now imagine that feeling, but like every time throughout the day. It's, it's not pleasant, but it is what it is. And I just wanted to say that, keep pushing yourself, keep believing in yourself. If it's going on a couple of days where you haven't felt the drive or the motivation, or you feel yourself stuck, being sad, definitely talk to someone. This channel is always here for anybody It's a safe space to just come ask questions or come and vent. My key here is, do you want advice or do you want to vent? You can come here and vent, or you can come here for advice. Just let me know first, or just let anybody who else is here firsthand, like, or not up front, if you want advice or if you want to vent. Because if you just want to vent, you can go ahead. If you want advice, I think anybody on this channel will be happy to help. I do have many, I tell you guys this all the time, I have many resources. If it's something that I can't help you with, I have lots of people now that I have access to that will be able to help. So having said all that, you guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. And even if you don't like and subscribe, at least give me a share, because I want to get this message out there, because seasonal affective disorder is a very real thing, and it's only going to get worse. We haven't even done the daylight savings time. We haven't even done the daylight savings time yet. When does that happen? Huh. Now that's got me thinking, okay, well, whatever. But once we set the clocks back, it's going to get darker even earlier. And it's that darkness, you know, you only have this many hours of daylight throughout the day, and because of our natural circadian rhythms, that's when normal people feel the motivation to get up and do stuff. I am the opposite, actually. This is the worst part of seasonal affective for me. When I'm already feeling like crap, I feel better once it gets dark. It takes me that amount of time. I have to wait till it gets dark to start feeling motivated. So once we set the clocks back, that's when I personally start feeling better faster. Because as soon as it gets dark, that's when my motivation kicks in. I've just always been that way since I was a small child. But yeah, you guys, I'm here. We're here. We can be here for each other. I love you all. And thank you all for your continued patience with me in trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm very excited. I get to go for another session of my cover-up tattoo, which really means the world to me. So I don't want to make any promises, but hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I want you all to go out there and just have a prosperous day. I want you, if you're not getting out of your house and you're not going to have a prosperous day, I want you just to remember that it's okay not to be okay, but don't stay there too long, okay? I love you all. Bye.